Right, well, ladies and gents, that takes us off nicely to our next topic.
Oh!
Snow White, is it Cats? I want to play that again. That was brilliant. Let's play that one more time.
I didn't say no this time.
Yeah, you didn't do it that time.
Oh God! Oh, it's so funny. Is Snow White cancelled? Apparently not. No. So there was. You might know about this WDW Pro. There was a Disney satire website, right, that did this article saying Rachel Zegler's Snow White remake cancelled, and it went viral, mega viral. Not only on Twitter or YouTube, these common places that we would expect it to. It went viral on TikTok, the location of the audience that would, generally speaking, go and watch this hunk of junk. Did you know about this?
I had not heard about this one going viral. I had seen it, and I had seen a fake trailer that somebody has put together. But
so this is, I think, hilarious for a few reasons, right? So yeah, it's been claimed that Rachel Zegler's Snow White movie has been cancelled. It's not the case. The article was that has been going viral is from a satirical website. So Rachel Zegler has been blowing up on the likes of Twitter and TikTok, with fans posting videos about Zegler's recent comments about Snow White. Zegler has said that she doesn't like the original movie, described Prince Charming as a stalker, and said her vision of Snow White will be a leader, won't be a true story, a love story, sorry, which is in addition to her tweets where she comes off apparently frustrated with men. Just an all-round unlikable individual. So the satirical website posted by Mousetrap News said, Disney officially cancels the live-action Snow White movie, which was posted, and then a bunch of people thought it was real. But then obviously in the about section, it says this is satirical. We don't write anything legit. Nothing is legit there.
I wouldn't believe it anyway if I saw that. There's no way they're not going through with this thing.
No, they are hook, line, and sinker definitely going to it. But the reason why I wanted to discuss this, it's going to be delayed. We've already got rumors from Matt Belloni of Puck, who was former, pretty big up in the Hollywood Reporter. Chose to leave the Hollywood Reporter because he couldn't actually do his journalistic stuff and actually release leaks. So he chose to put Puck News together. I believe that. I believe that it's going to be like majorly delayed. But the reason why I wanted to cover this and get everyone's thoughts on it specifically is the fact that this gained such traction on the likes of TikTok, for instance, where its audience is actually going to be, goes to show just how dead on arrival this movie actually is. And there's a topic which we're going to get to in a bit, which will explain even more that it's dead on arrival. Oh my goodness me, is it dead on arrival? But don't you think it's funny that the likes of TikTok, Twitter, I mean, Twitter, I can expect it to go viral on, but TikTok, that is its core audience. So what do we think? Culture, you want to chime in on this, bud?
You're right. The core audience is TikTok, but they're not going to go to theaters to see it. So I don't know. I mean, you're talking about a generation that doesn't go to cinema. So, I look at it, very skeptically as far as performance in in theaters. So, I would offer up that Disney might be better off putting this out there on streaming, like by downgrading this to Disney Plus at this point, because otherwise it's going to cause havoc for them once again as another colossal failure, a flop in the box office based on their most iconic animated film of all time.
Yeah.
Bad.
What has Rachel Zegler been in that was successful?
Oh no, this is the funny thing. Nothing. So she's in West Side Story, huge bomb. She played a literal pedophile in Shazam 2, Fury of the Gods, bomb.
But wait.
And that's going to be in this. Yeah, and this will be a bomb.
Like, I've compared her to, they are trying to force to make her happen like the Channing Tatum, Taylor Quiche, whatever you want to call her. But I've never seen an actress become so famous so fast since, Charlize Theron. Or not Charlize Theron, Cameron Diaz. But Charlize you could throw in there, too. She was another one who just came boom, all of a sudden she was famous. Yeah. But the problem is she's not famous for the right reasons. Right. She's not famous because she knocked people out. You know what I mean? That was the thing with Cameron Diaz. They saw her in The Mask, holy shit, who was that chick? And why isn't she in everything? Like, like all of a sudden it was like, boom, she was everywhere. This is like, she's getting famous for all the wrong reasons. She's becoming the new Brie Larson, and she's more or less saying like, here, Brie, hold my beer.
Oh,
It's like,
man.
how can I be even more obnoxious than her?
She's a malignant narcissist. In her very young life, she has managed to attempt to cancel some of the most beloved people in Hollywood by at least half the audience. And, I think that when the boo birds come for her, then she deserves all the boo bird poo that lands on her car.
Well, you and I spoke about this as well, like on your channel, didn't we, Pro? Spoke about the son of the original director of the first ever animated movie Disney made.
91 years old. Not your typical TikToker, by the way. So it's managed to percolate its way up through the news to the point that the 91-year-olds are getting it now. They don't like her. By the way, it takes a lot for a young lady to make the octogenarians dislike her.
That's the part I don't understand. So, Pro, what's the deal with, because like I'm surprised that the TikTok crowd isn't coming out in defense of her. What is it they don't like about her? What is the deal?
P.S. For those of you out there saying, hey, Pro, that means 80-year-olds. I know. I don't know what the 90-year-old fancy word is. I'm sorry.
Oh, my God.
Nine degenarians.
9
No, that's funny.
I just think this is it's one of those things that this is utterly dead on arrival, and mark my words, this will be delayed, right? And in that delay time, they will change tactic. So, without a shadow of a doubt, Rachel Zegler was told to say a lot of this stuff. I can firmly believe that was their marketing. That was their sort of marketing case for this movie. That's what they wanted to do. Out with the old, in with the new. We can't beat the original Snow White. We're changing this movie anyway. So what we'll do is we'll just degrade the original Snow White. Just talk it as if it's garbage. Now make people, short-term attention spans. They won't think about it, and then we'll release this and people will love it. And that's massively backfired. So as a result of that, the delay, that's when they restock with marketing and go, right, how can we repackage this? Because that's what it is. It's a package. We need to repackage our marketing, get it out there into the world as something else, and see if that sticks instead. Because they've got that time now, and they will do it. I highly, 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 highly bet that they will. Yeah.
Well, I also think that some of the people who are involved in this movie have got to be saying to themselves, how much damage am I going to incur off of this now? And the funny thing is that, you can all the people in Hollywood can get behind Rachel Zegler, but when she starts to damage their careers, that's when everything changes, and nobody wants to be part of that.
That used to be the case. I wonder how much, like, that's the thing that woke has really changed in Hollywood, if you ask me, is like, we've seen a lot of people who normally wouldn't have careers have continual careers because of stupid stuff like this. Like, you're right. She shouldn't even have got this opportunity at this point. Her first two movies were bombs. There's nothing about her, and like, I can't even figure out what the young kids don't like about her, let alone, I could tell that most adults don't like her. But I mean, she seems right in line with all these young, obnoxious kids. So that's why I'm curious why they don't like her too.
But this is the thing, because the original Snow White is timeless. People like it of all ages. She even been slammed by feminists, for goodness sake. This is what I mean. Like, even feminists are like, nah, she's a fake feminist. She's dictating to, what women should be and all this kind of stuff. I mean, it makes a lot of sense.
I'm trying to think. She reminds me very much of Emma Watson, but she does something different. She does something different that Emma Watson doesn't do. Like, Emma Watson can be abrasive, and she's extraordinarily into the new wave of feminism. But Rachel Zegler does something, and all I can think of is that she's completely inept. And perhaps because of her youthfulness, people are annoyed when she comes across as a complete know-it-all. Maybe that's what it is. I'm not sure exactly.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, that could be it.
But she's managed to piss off quite a few people. So, I mean, if you're looking for an accomplishment, there's nothing, you can't take it away from her.
Well, she's taken the mantle from Brie Larson as the most insufferable woman in Hollywood. So,
well played, Brie.
Pretty much.
Don't worry, Brie. We'll get you back on the carpet. You'll get your chance again.
Yeah.